Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic: top Iranian General Soleimani killed at Baghdad Airport. We are January 2nd, 2020. This happened earlier this evening, about an hour and a half ago. So this is breaking news out of Baghdad, Iraq. General Qassim Soleimani has been killed in a U.S. airstrike at Baghdad International Airport. He was one of the most powerful military persons in Iran. General Soleimani was the leader of the Quds Force, which Quds is that stands for Jerusalem, up there on the Temple Mount. And Iran has confirmed that Soleimani has been, quote, martyred. Now, in addition, other deaths were reported in the strike, upwards of 7, the latest I've seen. These include the deputy chief of Hezbollah and at least 2 of Iran's militia leaders. So here's a map of downtown Baghdad, and there has been some increased activity in and around the U.S. Embassy. So you can see these little blue helicopters, and to the point that it's been irritating to the folks in Iraq, but there's been an increase of Apache Chinook helicopters in downtown Baghdad. Now, to the south and to the west of Baghdad, this would be Baghdad International Airport. And so you can see where all the missile strikes took place and where General Soleimani and some others were taken out. We got a statement that's been released from the Pentagon. At the direction of the president, the U.S. military has taken decisive action to protect U.S. personnel abroad by killing Qassim Soleimani, the head of Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, Quds Force, a U.S. designated foreign terrorist organization. General Soleimani was actively developing plans to attack American diplomats and service members in Iraq and throughout the region. General Soleimani and his Quds Force were responsible for the deaths of hundreds of American and coalition service members and the wounding of thousands more. He had orchestrated attacks on coalition bases in Iraq over the last several months, including the attack on December 27, culminating in the death and wounding of an additional American and Iraqi personnel. General Soleimani also approved the attacks on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad that took place this week, and that took place on December 31st on New Year's Eve. The strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. The United States will continue to take all necessary actions to protect our people and our interests wherever they are around the world. So this has been the latest in a series of escalations between Iran and the United States. Yesterday, January 1st, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei told U.S. President Trump, quote, "You can't do a damn thing." That was yesterday. Khamenei's quote was in response to a couple of Trump's tweets. The U.S. Embassy in Iraq is and has been for hours safe. Many of our great warfighters, together with the most lethal military equipment in the world, was immediately rushed to the site. Thank you to the President and Prime Minister of Iraq for their rapid response upon request. And then this is what irritated the Ayatollah when Trump went on to state, Iran will be held fully responsible for lives lost or damage incurred at any of our facilities. They will pay a very big price. This is not a warning. It's a threat. Happy New Year, President Trump. So he delivered this evening. Going into the New Year's Eve, December 31st, Iranian-backed Shia stormed the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. That lasted for a couple of days. Trump sent in about 100 Marines and estimated to be sending up to 4,000 additional military personnel. They packed up their bags and left. And this started, this went back and forth. December 29th, the United States responds by bombing Iranian targets, resulted in the death of 25 Iranian militia. December 27, an American contractor is killed by an Iranian rocket attack. And I'm going to close with Jeremiah 49. And, the point of all this is that Iran is a major player in the end-time scenario. We're going to look at Jeremiah 49, verses 34 through 39. That which came as the word of the Lord to Jeremiah the prophet concerning Elam. Elam is an ancient name for what is modern-day southwest Iran. At the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Behold, I'm going to break the bow of Elam, the finest of their might. I will bring upon Elam the four winds from the four ends of heaven, and will scatter them to all these winds. And there will be no nation to which the outcasts of Elam will not go. So I will shatter Elam before their enemies and before those who seek their lives, and I will bring calamity upon them, even my fierce anger, declares the Lord. And I will send out the sword after them until I have consumed them. Then I will set my throne in Elam and destroy out of it king and princes, declares the Lord. But it will come about in the last days that I will restore the fortunes of Elam, declares the Lord. So they got some trouble coming, according to Jeremiah. And, we don't know when this is going to take place, but anytime these folks grab the headlines, it's worth paying attention, understanding what the prophets have to say about it, what God has to say about it. I know a lot of you folks are familiar with Ezekiel 38 and 39 and Iran's coordination with Turkey, Russia, Libya, what is likely the Sudan as well, and their invasion of Israel. So they're definitely grabbing the headlines. They're all over the Middle East, and they're wanting to push their brand of Islam, Shia Islam, on the Middle East. So keep your eyes on this. If anybody's interested in following along, please feel free to check out PaulthePoke.com. You can also click on this blue bar, become a subscriber, and follow with an email. Every time something goes out, you plug your email in there, you'll be notified of new posts. Try to put up some stuff, anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week, depending on the news flow. Looks like it's getting ready to pick up, so keep your eyes on it. And it will be categorized over here in the far right column under Persia, Elam, Iran. So you can click on that bar and you can read posts going back upwards of 6-7 years, their activity in and around the Middle East and how it relates to end times prophecy. So appreciate you guys following. Wishing everybody a good 2020. Looks like we're going to start off things busy. Talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye.